25 years since Diana died at the age of, she was just 36. Yeah, absolutely terrifying. Ken joins us now. It's good to see you, Ken. Why did you want to do this book? Why did you want to remember Diana this way?
Well, what's interesting is that in collaboration with Ros Coward, a well-known journalist, and Ros actually in 2002 was responsible for writing the Diana, the portrait, as part of Diana's foundation. And since that time, we've met and we're good friends. So we decided that here we are, 25 years on. It's not as though actually Diana had been forgotten. We hear and see more of Diana now, particularly, when her two sons, William and Harry, sort of step onto the stage. So we thought that it was time to reflect on those 25 years and the life and the changes that Diana made, not necessarily deliberately, to the monarchy, how it's seen and received by the public. And I, like many, are surprised that here we are 25 years on, and this woman is still part of our life in so many different ways. So I think, what we've written, Ros and I, is a reflection of Diana's life from the beginning to the end. And it takes in all her charitable work, her relationships, her troubles, her failing marriage, and so forth. And so that was the book. So the title is very apt. It is Remembering a Princess.
And I'm just looking through some of the photographs, which I always enjoy doing with these sorts of books, and just, reminding myself, just so many iconic images. I'm looking at the one of her sat in front of the Taj Mahal, which just is just imprinted in so many people's minds, and her also wearing that flak jacket from the Halo Trust when she was out doing all her amazing campaigning for Minds. And, 25 years on, and yet we can all remember those iconic images.
Well, we can. The Taj Mahal one was I was there on that occasion. And this was probably the last of the joint royal engagements that she did with the Prince of Wales, her husband. And it was ordinarily, this was a huge photo opportunity for the world, effectively. Anyone visiting India was always taken to the Taj Mahal. But in this particular case, the Prince of Wales clearly would have been unhappy sitting with his wife in this temple of love, given the circumstances and the state of their own marriage. But Diana was left with no choice but to do just that. And I remember it actually because, Diana sat on that bench in front of, the following paparazzi media. And it was actually Simon McCoy of Sky News at the time, as a young journalist, shouted to Diana, what does it feel like? Well, of course, the one was scripted on this. There was no press officer to advise her. And she turned to me and out of the corner of her mouth said, "What on earth do I say to that?" Well, of course, I didn't have any sort of prepared answer either, but I just said, well, just say that it was, it's a very healing experience, which she did. And then one of the jocular snappers from the front of the Rat Pack shouted up and said, what do you mean by that? And Diana, as quick as anything, just said very loudly, "Work it out for yourself." And from that point on, we just carried on the tour of the Taj Mahal.